Hey friends, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been around here before. I'm Bethany and this is Embracing Life. Today I want to share with you what I actually did use from my hospital bag. If you haven't watched that video before, I'm gonna go ahead and link it in the cards, and of course I'll link this one at the end of that one so you can come back to this video once you're done watching there. So for reference, I'm a Jamaican living in Jamaica. I had my baby at a public hospital. My doctor had given me a list. So my OBGYN works at both a private and a public hospital. So I believe the list that she gave me was what I would have taken to the private hospital based on videos that I watched with other mothers going into the public hospital setting and what their list had on it. A friend of mine, I also asked her to share her list with me. She had her baby at a private hospital. And there's also this midwife that has a YouTube channel, a Jamaican midwife. She had a video about what to bring to the hospital. So what I brought was a compilation of all of those lists, kinda. There were some things that I completely just ignored and told myself that I wasn't gonna bring. And there are some things that I brought on my own accord, just things that I thought that I would need. And so I decided to purchase and pack these in my bag. So for my own reference, I'm gonna be watching my video now and just letting you know what I used and what I didn't use. By the way, Mr. Man is here sleeping. I don't know if you can see my hand where it is right now. He's here in his little napper. Okay, so the first thing I showed in that video were the diapers and wipes. I had 2 packs of water wipes, the travel packs, so there are 10 each. I used up almost all of those wipes. I know I completely finished one, and then the other one is currently in the baby bag still, and I used all the diapers as well. So I had brought some little packets of diaper rash cream. I didn't use any of those in the hospital. I just wiped him and gave his bum a little time to air dry before closing up the diaper properly. In terms of his clothes, he did end up wearing all the clothes that we had packed, and I even had to ask his dad to bring some additional clothes. It was the same thing with me as well. I ended up wearing all the clothes that I had packed because he makes these sounds when he's sleeping, when he's stretching. He makes these sounds. I don't know if you heard that. He was just stretching. Yeah, so originally I had packed with the hope of a regular vaginal delivery. It would have been a v-bac for me, my second v-bac. So I didn't pack too much clothes because I was hoping to have my v-bac and be sent home the next day. So that is the reason why I didn't have enough clothes. I knew that the possibility of a C-section existed, but I was kind of trying to manifest a v-bac, you know, like, if that makes sense. But yeah, we ended up needing extra clothes, both me and baby. So in my little Ziploc bag that I was taking to the delivery room with me that contained the stuff for the baby, I had a bottle of olive oil. This was on the list that my doctor gave me, and it was on the list that my friend had. It was also on the list from the midwife, from her video that I saw on YouTube. They did ask for you to get this size. This is a 60 ml bottle or 2 fluid ounces. They have a smaller bottle than this, but they specifically asked you to get this bottle because they said they would be using all of it. But as you can see, they did not use all of it. This is the amount that they used out of this bottle, so they used probably like a quarter of it. And I think they didn't use all of it, possibly for me because I had a C-section, and because it was an emergency C-section, none of my stuff actually went down with me. So I think the baby got cleaned up down there to a point, And then it was actually when we got back on the ward that the nurses came to me and got his stuff that I carried. And I think maybe that's why they only used this amount, because there wasn't a lot of cleaning that they needed to do for baby. So this is one of the things that was used, but it wasn't used as much as they said they would use it. So another item that was on the list was rubbing alcohol. This was on my list. It was also on every other list that I've watched a video for, or a list that I've seen. It was on their list. They did not use this any at all. Let me see if the seal is broken. The seal is not broken. It was not used any at all. The other thing that I saw a lot of women talk about, that this was not on my list, it's an enema. This was not on my list, but it was on that list from the Jamaican midwife. She had it on her list, and a bunch of other videos I watched with Jamaican women stating that this was on their list and that they used this. I did not have a vaginal birth. I don't know if I would have used it had I had a vaginal birth, but I came back home with this. Another item that was on the list was Dettol. I bought this big bottle. Everybody's list had it on it. I did not use it. Let's see if the seal is broken. Well, it wasn't sealed, but you can see that it wasn't used any at all. That's when I hold it tight. So it's full all the way up to the top. So this was not used either. No, they did tell you to bring a whole pack of maternity pads. A whole pack. This had 12. I finished the whole pack, and I ended up having to buy a pack there. And I think I almost finished that one before I got home as well. But in all honesty, before going to the operating theater, they did ask me to take out 4 of these. And I don't know why, because they did give me, I was wearing a diaper, and when I came back from surgery, I was also wearing a diaper, and I didn't change. When they gave me a sponge bath that night, and they did put me in a diaper. I still had the catheter in, but they still put me in a diaper. He's saying, "How dare you do a video without me?" His eyes are still closed. Yeah, so they had me in a diaper, so I hadn't started to use the pads. I remember the morning after my C-section, when they gave me my sponge bath, at that point they took out the catheter, and they did put pads on me, and they used 2. But once I started using the pads, I just used 1. I don't know why they used 2. I think it's so weird. Hey Papa, where's the pussy? Where's the pussy? Here's the pussy. Oh, you want the pussy? Alright, so I'm almost done. I don't know if I'm still in frame. So this is one of the items that I bought for myself of my own desire, and they are the Go on the Go. The brand is Go on the Go, and they're disposable toilet seat covers. And there are 10 seat covers in this pack. This pack is empty, and I bought these on Amazon, and it came with a pack of 2 of these, so it was 10, so it's 20 seat covers, and I believe it was 2 packs of wipes as well, and the wipes are flushable, and there are 15 wipes in each pack. I think I finished 1 pack. I'm only seeing this one. I guess I threw the paper out, So I finished a whole pack of this and opened the second pack, and it's the same thing with the disposable toilet seat covers. I finished a whole pack and I opened the second pack. These I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend anybody anywhere currently, if you have to use a public restroom anywhere, get you these. They're pretty inexpensive. I link them down below, guys. I don't remember how much I paid for them, but they were pretty inexpensive, and I think they're totally worth it. Another thing that I didn't bring with me was hand sanitizer. I don't have it beside me right now because I have it in my diaper caddy, in the baby's diaper caddy, because I use it sometimes after I change his diaper, depending on how fussy he is, and I might not be able to go and wash my hands right away. I'll use it so I can pick him up or start feeding him if he's very fussy. This Lysol to go spray is something that I also chose to buy myself. This was not on the list, and I did use it because the hospital bathrooms are grungy, guys. Grungy. Worse than grungy. They ask that you bring a garbage bag. Come here. Hey yo. Hey yo. You gonna be fussy? You gonna be fussy? You gonna be fussy? Ooh, you smell like you have poo-poo on you. You smell like a poop baby with poo-poo. You're gonna stay right here with the pussy and let me finish the video. We're gonna take a morning bath when I'm done, okay? I'm almost done. Alright? I'm gonna take a morning bath right away. Right away. Right away. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, wow. Alright. So they did ask for you to bring a garbage bag. This is just your regular 13-liter garbage bag. I did not use this. They said it was to put your dirty linen or whatever, and I guess they probably didn't use it because I had my stuff in Ziploc bags. So whatever was messed up, they just put in the Ziploc bag. I think the baby stuff, they just kind of stuck it down in the side of his little bassinet thing, the little plastic bassinet thing, hospital bassinet. They just stuck it down in the side, and then when I was up and moving around, then I used those. The other thing that they had on the list that I didn't use are the underpads, which are these disposable waterproof pads that you can put on your bed. I bought a whole pack of these. I did not use one of them. When I came back from the operating theater, the bed was already prepped and ready for me, and it had one on it, and they didn't change mine because mine never got messy, so I had the same one on for the whole time I was in the hospital. And yes, they didn't change the sheets either, but there were people around me who got theirs changed, but they didn't use the ones that they brought. The hospital provided underpads for them. So I also have a bag of cotton down there that they asked you to bring a whole bag of cotton. I did not bring a whole bag of cotton. I just took some cotton out of my little stash and brought with me, and it seems like they didn't use any of the cotton either. So I don't know why the list is so extensive when they don't use the stuff, and what they use, they don't use as much as they say they want to use. I don't know what happened to the 4 pads that they asked me to take out. They did say that it was going to the operating theater with me, but it did not go there with me because I remember the nurse taking them up. But I don't know, because as I said, I had on a diaper. They put a diaper on me before going to the operating theater, and once I got back and I was sponged, I was cleaned, they put another diaper on, and then the next day I was back to wearing my underwear. So I don't know what they did with those 4 pads. So guys, I hope this video was helpful if you are going in to have your baby in a Jamaican hospital and you're wondering if you really need half of the things on the list, like all the nightgowns and the slip and all them other things I didn't bring. I made sure that the clothes that I brought were clothes that would be comfortable and functional for me to breastfeed in. So for example, I think the day after my surgery, this is what I was wearing, this robe. So I was just in my nursing bra, my underwear, and the robe. That's all. And then I did bring I brought some maternity. I have this little pink set that that's what I was wearing in the video where I was showing you what was in the bags. That outfit I brought as well because the v-neck made it easy to nurse, and it was all cotton, so it was very lightweight and cool. And I also brought two nightgowns, cotton, v-neck, but they were thick enough so I wouldn't need a slip, because I assume they tell you that you need a slip because they don't want you. There's a lot of stuff that they sell in the stores here are very thin, so you can see right through them. So you don't have to wear those ugly things. What you call Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. So those are the things that I didn't use, or I didn't use as much as I thought we would. And little Mr. Man getting miserable. We need to go take our morning bath. He smells like he poo-pooed. So I need to go do this before he starts crying. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. See you in the next one. You looking for West? You looking for West? You looking for West? Dirty bamba, dirty bamba, dirty.